Nothing makes me want to scream in a public place more than when I'm eating at a restaurant and the table eats all the food really quickly, and when the waiter comes up, one little smart aleck at the table has to say, "Oh, can't you tell? We hated it." Welcome to Rumble Book Club. I'm your host, Mike Hernandez, and this is the show where a normal guy like me can talk about interesting books I've read, all the new, good, and bad. So if you like the show, you like the content, you like the books that I talk about, or maybe you just get really tired of smart aleck remarks at restaurants too, you've come to the right place, my friend. You can follow us on Twitter, Getter, TikTok, and Parler, or Truth Social now, or you can subscribe right down below on YouTube and Rumble. But more importantly, be a part of the conversation. Share these videos with your friends, comment, subscribe more importantly, and you can even donate on the show. The details are in the description on the video. Today we're going to take a look at a really fun book that just came out. I'm glad I just finished it and finished it pretty quickly because now I get to share it with you. Today we're going to take a look at I'd Like to Play Alone, Please, by the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Segura. Tom Segura is a renowned comedian known for his outstanding specials on Netflix, such as Completely Normal, Mostly Stories, and Ball Hog. He's currently on his newest stand-up tour called I'm Coming Everywhere. It's supposed to be an all-around national tour, but then he's going globally as well. He's currently co-hosting two podcasts. One podcast, Your Mom's House, which he does with his wife, Christina P., who's a comedian, and then also Two Bears with One Cave, which he hosts with his friend, Bert Kreischer, who's also a renowned comedian. This is his debut book, and Segura talks about his life growing up, his budding career, and his recent success, as well as multiple funny stories along the way. So let's take a look at the aesthetics. I mean, this is perfectly Tom. It's an animated version of himself with a typical expression of his where he's just like amused or partially disgusted with something he's seeing. That's like perfectly Tom's expression. A very simple title, and then his name. So nothing to really complain about there. So perfect score, 10 out of 10. Now let's look at the readability. The great thing about comedians is they don't make you chase around for the story or to try and hunt down what their point is. They deliver on the page in a similar way that they deliver on the stage, and Segura is no exception. He's plain spoken and tells a great story that makes you laugh as you read. You might even find yourself laughing out loud. I rarely do that with a book. For this one I did. So as far as the readability goes, another perfect score, 10 out of 10. Now let's look at the content. Segura takes a mixture of stories from his life that help define who he is, or ones that simply captured his interest and talks about them simply and with his typical wit and sarcasm. You'll read stories you've heard before from his specials, such as his meeting with Mike Tyson on a plane and his unlikely encounter with Jason the Loser finding his ID in a taxi. He retells them, but in greater depth, so you actually get to get more into the story. You know what happened before, what you know what happened after. And he also brings about some new stories about growing up and his life traveling and his parents, you know, some of the fine cuisine in Peru. And he talks about some of his funny moments from his online presence, videos that went viral concerning him, such as him posting about his mom's incredibly long and hilarious fart that he caught on camera, and his incredibly painful injury while trying to dunk on a 9'3" hoop that was also on camera. It's painful. I've watched it. It's brutal. One small point I really liked is when he kind of breaks down some of the Peruvian food and the Peruvian dishes, and you know, just the experience of actually enjoying them, especially going to Peru, not just eating at Peruvian restaurants in America. And just reading that section made me really hungry. He's actually really good at describing experiences that he really enjoyed, or that you know, meant a lot to him. And the book is hilarious. It's candid, and at times it actually is quite heartfelt. Segura has some pretty sincere moments in the book. So as far as the content goes, I'm gonna give it another perfect score, 10 out of 10. When's the last time I gave all perfect scores to a book? I can't even remember. I will say, viewer discretion advised. If you're a parent reading this is not a book for your kids. This is like 100% a mature, audience-only book. Just like his stand-up, he's very, very blunt, very crass in his language. So if you're a kid, don't get this book. Not yet. Wait a little while till you're mature enough. And if you're a parent, don't get this for your kid, please. It's wildly inappropriate. But it is a fun read for those of you that are mature enough to enjoy it. And I found this book at Barnes & Noble. You can get it there too, or you can buy it online, but I prefer you go to a bookstore and buy it. Once again, this has my full recommendation. The book is called I'd Like to Play Alone, Please by Tom Segura. A fantastic book. Thanks for watching, everybody, and go read something.